In the penultimate qualifying session of the 2017 FIA World Endurance Championship, Toyota Gazoo Racing have broken Porsche's streak of pole positions by taking their first in 4 races. It was not quite the honnêteté they would have been hoping for, but with the championship leading to Porsche down in 4th, it is definitely a helpful result for the Japanese team. Volante Rebellion took a step closer to the LMP2 leading 38 Jackie Chan DC racing car with LMP2 pole position. The two Rebellions have been looking strong all weekend, but new in the car Leo Roussel prevented their honnêteté by posting a time fast enough to claim second in class. Aston Martin Racing pulled a fantastic LMGTE qualifying out of the bag, taking pole position in both Pro and AM. The Pro class is still as close as it has been through the practice sessions, with 3 different manufacturers filling the top 3 spots and the top 5 covered by just 6 tenths. The pole position for Pedro Lamy, Paul Dalilon and Matthias Lauda puts them on equal points to their M-Class Championship rivals Dempsey Proton Racing ahead of tomorrow's endurance race. The 7 Toyota in the hands of Mike Conway, Kamui Kobayashi and Jose Maria Lopez has been the car to beat all weekend. Taking pole position ahead of tomorrow's race proved further that the trio have an edge around the Shanghai International Circuit. But it was not an easy breeze to pole. Porsche put up a good fight, giving them the advantage after the first runs had been completed, but a stellar lap from Kobayashi saw the 7 Toyota come from behind both Porsches to claim pole with a 142.526. This lap time put the Conway-Kobayashi average to 142.832, an impressive 4 up on the combined time of Nick Tandy and Andre Lauderer in the 1 Porsche. Credit Porsche. The Brendan Hartley-Earl Bamber duo in the 2 had looked strong after their first run, but Bamber's time could not quite keep the championship-leading car in the fight. They finished 4th behind the 8 Toyota, 6 tenths off the pace of pole-sitting Conway and Kobayashi. However, the championship can still be concluded this weekend. As long as the 2 finished on the podium this weekend, they will take the title before Bahrain. Irrelevant to where the 8 Toyota finishes, the only chance the Japanese team has of keeping the fight going to the last race is for the 2 Porsche to finish where it starts or not to finish at all. Bruno Senna and Julien Canal took their LMP2 trophy chances one step closer to victory by taking the penultimate class pole of the season. The duo are the 2 drivers in the car fighting with the 38 Jackie Chan crew for class victory at the end of the season. Now only 9 points behind the Chinese team, it is highly likely that the competition will continue until the last round of the season at the end of the month. The 149.217 lap time average from Senna and Canal gave the pair a staggering advantage over second-place G-Drive Racing 26. The Rebellion pair had over 2 seconds ahead to their closest rivals, taking one of the most dominant pole positions of this season. The 26G Drive qualifying was undertaken by debutants for the team Roussel and Nico Muller. For their first LMP2 qualifying, it was an impressive performance that saw them splitting the 2 Rebellions in the top 3. The 13, qualified by Nelson Piquet Jr. and David Heinemeier Hansen, finished 3rd, holding championship leading Oliver Jarvis and Thomas Laurent further away from their championship rivals as they had to settle for 4th. Credit FIA WEC Marcel Langer. After a difficult few races, Aston Martin appear to be back on form. Amid their announcement of their new 2018 Challenger this week, the British teams have come to Shanghai with renewed passion for getting back at the front of the grid. Reigning GT champions Nicky Thiem and Marco Sorensen took their first pole of the season this morning as they lead a great session for the Aston Martin runners. Holding second in class after the first runs, Thiem put in a perfect lap to beat Porsche GT team's second driver Kevin Ester by 7 tenths of a second, promoting the Danish duo up to pole ahead of the German car. Ester and teammate Michael Christensen had to settle for second on the grid, 2 tenths off the Aston's lap average. Keeping with the theme of 3 different manufacturers in the top 3 of Pro this weekend, James Calado and Alessandro Pierguidi finished the session 3rd, ahead of ex-championship leaders Harry Tincknell and Andy Priaux in the 67 Ford Chip Ganassi Team UK. It is shaping up to be one of the best GTE Pro races of the season as all 4 manufacturers seem to be very evenly paced. Over the 6 hours tomorrow, close wheel-to-wheel racing, some impressive overtakes and ingenious strategy is almost guaranteed. It will definitely be a class to watch. Credit Porsche AG. Another close battle that will not want to be missed will be the AM fight between the 98 Aston and the 77 Porsche. After claiming pole today, the sole AM Aston trio currently reside on the same amount of points as their Porsche enemies. Whichever car comes out on top of tomorrow's race will go into the final race of the season with a 7-point advantage on the other car. Both teams will be pushing hard to take the top step of the podium.